So it is time for our final character of any Duel Links, being Girag from Zexal. Now we know we're not getting 106 Giant Hand in the character, right? It's in the box, an ultra rare card. It makes sense to some degree, but we're not getting the hands in the box, so we've got to be getting them in Girag somehow. The question is, how many, and are his skills any good? Let's dive right in. So let's go for his brand new cards first of all, right? So first of all, at level 3 is a copy of Ice Hand. This is your spell track card removal. When destroyed by battle by opponent's card effect, and then you summon out a Fire Hand from your deck. So the combo is basically to keep recycling through and through, and if we get more copies of this card of Fire Hand, then this will be a very, very good free-to-play deck. Hopefully, we get more copies, but so far, one copy is pretty decent. Then we've got Opponent's Hand. So this one is your special summon if there's a Magic Hand, a Fire Hand, or Ice on the field. So it is your main way to make your 106. You summon out another hand, you summon this, Xyz. It's simple, but if you open 2 of this, then it's not so great. Then we've got at level 10, our favourite, URSR ticket. Hopefully, the only one, because these are kind of useless at the moment, so sure. Then 11 is number 51, Finisher the Strong Arm. So this, I guess, makes sense, right? A little bit, because it's a big, beefy removal, right? 3 counters, you nuke all cards, but it's a rank 3, requires 3 monsters, and if you have a look, his hands are level 4. So this kind of works counteractively to Girag's deck overall, so I don't understand it being here, really. I'm not sure. Maybe you can rank up into, like, maybe it's a good rank up target, right? Is there a C51? I'm not sure, and if there is, we're not getting it yet, so maybe down the line we'll get something to go with it, I guess. But at the moment, it just seems a bit out of left field and doesn't really make sense unless it was used in the anime. Only exception. Then we've got at level 14 our first Fire Hand. Okay, this is your monster removal, so the same thing as Ice Hand. It's destroyed, summon out the Ice Hand, summon into this destroyed, summon out the, like, it just goes in an infinite loop, right? You summon your Fire Hand, it's destroyed, Ice Hand, pop a card. Ice Hand's destroyed, summon Fire Hand, pop a card. So now, yeah, you get the gist. Then is our second copy of Ice Hand. Okay, so 1 for 1, that's fine. Then another SRUR ticket, which takes forever to load now. Okay, that's 2. Then we've got a second Prominence Hand. Alright, fair enough. Then a second copy of Finisher, which we don't really like. You know, it's like, we expect an Xyz of 3 copies. Clearly, this will be what we're getting. It's kind of a wasted slot, though, I guess, at more than 1. Then a second copy, a third copy of Ice Hand, right? Yeah, 1, 2, yeah, a third copy of Ice Hand, okay. Then we've got, at level 30, a URSR ticket, number 3. Okay, not seeing any more Fire Hands, and at level 33 is our third Prominence, right? Is that our third, or is that our second? It's our third, and 35, a 51. So there is no second or third copies of the Fire Hand, which means you can't use the combo of Girag's deck, you can't do the main thing it wants to do. This was such an easy win for Girag to be a free-to-play character, and now it's not. And so all these skills that I'm about to mention, Ice Hand or Fire Hand, are going to be way more garbage because you can't play the core combo more than once. Are they really that scared of a pop that's not once per turn that requires destruction by your opponent's card? Like, they just gave us full power Salamangreat pretty much, and now for Girag, for the final character of the year, they're giving us this. And the problem is that we won't get any more copies of Fire Hand until we get a Zexal cap increase to 40. And looking at 5Ds and other worlds, that might not come for a very, very long time. So, yeah, it's kind of, what the fuck, right? Just like, what the fuck are you doing? But let's see if the skills are any good. They might redeem it, they probably won't. Let's just see. So first of all, his default skill, Crush the World with the Mighty Fist. This card gives you a Fire Hand, and an Ice Hand, and a 106, unless it already has a copy of the card in the deck. So even with the skill, the default skill, you can't play more than 1 copy of Fire Hand. That immediately makes this skill garbage, right? This would have been great if it gave us more than 1 Fire Hand but it doesn't. So, no matter what it does, right, the balancing back of a card from your hand to add a Baron's Force, right, to add your rank of magic, this is not good, you know, at all. Okay, just not a good start, right? Then we've got defensive hand. Can be used when you control any of the following monsters. This turn, you take no effect damage. Once per turn, thrice per duel. Nope. Who's using effect damage in 2022? No one at the moment, apart from Trickstar, so if you really care about that, but that's in your opponent's turn, skills only work in your turn. So that's garbage. Okay, he's got Draw Sense Earth, low level. Hand regeneration, surely this one will be actually good. Select up to 2 cards in your graveyard and attach them to one of your 106s. Once per duel. Okay. Okay, it gives you a second lease of life on the giant hand. However, this would have been better if it was in this first skill, right? The free one. If it's in here, it'd have been better. And the big thing here is this skill is setting up the C106 giant hand, which we're not getting in Duel Links. So, at least until the rerun, like I assume it's the rerun card, it makes sense. But this skill, at the moment, doesn't do anything. So, okay, numbers, raw overlay game generation, overpowered hand. Can be used when your opponent controls a rank 5 or higher exceeds monster. Banish one of the following from your graveyard, and make a rank 4 you control double the attack points at the end of the turn. But your opponent takes no damage. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. At the moment, there's no rank 5 or higher decks, and you're getting rid of one of your fire hands, which, potentially, right? It just doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't. This is a strictly worse double or nothing, basically. This is not, this ain't going well for Girag. Then restart, which would have been good if restart worked how it used to do, but it doesn't. And finally, starter hand. Okay, this one has a lot of text, hopefully it's a consistent skill. Let's see. 2 cards out of Magic Hand, Fire Hand, Ice Hand, and Promise Hand will be in your starting hand. Okay, that is potentially good, right? If you open the Ice Hand and your Promise Hand, that's a guaranteed rank 4. Okay, fair enough. But only works if you win the duel with number of monster cards in your main deck are greater than the number of spell trap cards. Okay, that's easy enough, that's most decks as normal. That's fine. At least 1 copy of every card in your deck, so 1 Ice Hand, Fire Hand, Magic Hand, Promise Hand, okay. But nothing other than exceeds. Why? This isn't even that good, right? I guess it could give you a Link 2, right? This could be a Link 2. What you could do is just make it so you can only exceed some that turn. But no, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, so there's not the skill, the good skill, right? The really good one, the hand, like, graveyard, bouncing back, drawing, recurring one, like, that one is insane. So I guess rerun skill, and there's 1 copy Fire Hand, and all the other skills suck. What a disappointment. Like, what a disappointment for the final character of the year. The final character, given this year also as well, has been cucking us from Mark 5. So, not a good look, right? Not a good look. 3 tickets. They could have been slots for Fire Hand. Yeah, to say I'm disappointed is another statement. Given it was so easy to make Girag a very cool free-to-play character, and all we needed was maybe 1 more Fire Hand, and he would have been fine. But without that, this whole combo, this combo of your Ice Hand into your Fire Hand doesn't work. The whole way you play the deck doesn't work. No, I don't know. I'm gonna go before I start, like, you know, going too negative. But yeah, it's cool he's here, he's some gems, these cards are cool, but they suck right now.